Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today our chapter name is Advanced Features of Word 2013. Our today's content are footnotes and endnotes, inserting a footnote or an endnote, page backgrounds, adding watermarks, changing page color, applying page borders. Footnotes and endnotes. Footnotes and endnotes provide explanations, comments, or references for text in a document. Footnotes appear at the bottom of the page, whereas endnotes appear at the end of a document of a section. A footnote or an endnote consists of two linked parts, a note reference mark and the corresponding note text. The note reference mark is next to the relevant text in the main document. It can be a number, a character, or a combination of characters. It indicates that additional information is to be found in the linked footnote or endnote. The footnote or endnote can be of any length and you can format it just as you would format any other text. Let us watch a tutorial for inserting footnote and endnotes. Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to add footnotes and endnotes. But before adding footnotes and endnotes, we have to learn the difference between two. Basically, a footnote always appears at the end of the page, whereas endnote appear at the end of a document or a section. Suppose this is the line that I've typed over here, so that 1964 is considered as my end of the document. Now, when I am going to add endnote, it will appear right after that line. But if I am going to add footnote, it will appear at the end of the page, means at the bottom of the page over here. Now we are going to add one footnote and one endnote. So for this, what you are supposed to do, first of all, you have to put your cursor right after the word where you want to insert either footnote and endnote, and we can add these footnote and endnote to make our document more explanatory. So I want to add a footnote for basic. For this, I have to click over here. Now I've clicked over here. After that, I have to click on the references tab. Click on the references tab. In the reference tab, there is a group with the name footnotes. In the footnotes, there are the option of insert footnotes, insert endnote, and next footnote. Right now I want to insert footnote in my basic. So I will simply click on insert footnote. As I have clicked on the footnote, it will provide a 1 at the bottom of the page, and in the same manner the 1 is written over here, so it is considered as a footnote because the explanation of the basic is going to be provided at the end. Now I will write the full form of basic. I will write over here basic stands for beginner all purpose symbolic instruction code. So it's my footnote that I have written at the bottom of the page. Now by mistake what I have done, I have write the word of begin, all the letters of beginners and all in the capital form, but as we know that we can write only the first letter in the capital form, so I can simply change the case letters. Now it's in the correct format. Now I have inserted a footnote over here. Now what I want to insert, I want to insert a endnote for Kurtz, in which I want to add more explanation. I want to add that from which university they were doing the work as a professor while they were uh, developing that programming language. So what can I do? I will simply click over here and put my cursor next to the word Kurtz. Now again I will click on the references tab and I will insert the endnote. So in the footnote groups, I will click on insert endnote option. Now, did you notice a thing, as I told you earlier, that the endnote always appear at the end of the document. So obviously I have just write a line over here. So it was inserted over here. But suppose if I have a document of 2 pages, 3 pages, so then endnote will be inserted after those 2 or 3 pages. Okay, now I am going to write about its university, that where they were doing work. So they were doing work at the University of Dartmouth. So I will write over here at the University of Dartmouth. So this is the way of inserting endnotes and footnotes in our document. And as I told you earlier, that they help us to make our document more explanatory. Okay, now we have learned how to insert endnotes and footnote. Now we will move to our next section, that is page backgrounds. To make page visually interesting, we can add watermarks, we can change the page color, and we can also apply page borders. A watermark is a text or a picture placed behind the document text. Basically, we can add watermarks so that we can save our document for manipulation. So let us watch another tutorial in which we can do all these type of changes in page backgrounds. Assalamualaikum everyone. In this video we are going to add page backgrounds. In page background we will add watermark, we can change the page color, and we can also apply the page borders. First of all, we are going to add watermark. Basically we can add watermark behind our text so that no person can manipulate our data. It helps us to keep our data safe. Okay, so whatever we are going to do in our page background, so for this we have to open our design tab. Now click on the design tab. In the design tab there is a group with the name page background, and in the page background we have an option of watermark, page color, and page borders. We can add page background to make our page visually interesting and attractive. So first of all, we can add watermark. So what we have done, we have clicked on in the design tab. Now in the page background group, we will click in the watermark option. As soon as we have clicked in the watermark option, there are different type of watermarks with the name of confidential and do not copy. Suppose you do not want to add these type of watermark and you want to add a custom watermark, maybe you want to add a text or a picture. So for this we can click on the custom watermark. So click on the custom watermark. Now as you have clicked on the custom watermarks, another dialog box appears in front of you. Now it contains that dialog box contains the name of printed watermark. Now there are two types of watermark that you can add. Number one, picture watermark. Number two, text watermark. Suppose I want to add text watermark over here. So I will click on the option of text watermark. Then I can choose any language, the language that you have in your laptop. Basically I have two languages, English and Urdu. Now I will click on the text, I will erase it, and I will write the text of the watermark here. You can write computer class. After that, you can change the font of your text. There are different type of fonts available over here. You can change any font. Right now, I would like to change my font to Arial. You can change the size of the text too. It depends on you that which size of watermark you want to add. I will choose auto, but you can change any other. Now you can change the color of your watermark. If you want to add any other color, suppose you want to add green, you want to add blue, any other color, whatever color you want to add, you can choose. And at the end, you are going to choose the type of the watermark. Either you want to print it in the diagonal form or in the horizontal form. After that, you are going to click on apply, and then you will click on close. As soon as you have clicked on apply, your watermark is applied in your text document. Now the watermark is applied to the whole document. It doesn't matter how many pages your document contain, but it is applied to the whole document. Now the next part is we are going to change the page color. Suppose you want to change the page color, so again you have to click on the design tab. We are already in the design tab, so we have to go into the page color option, and now we have to choose the color, whatever color we want. uh, it depends on you which color you want to use. I want to select blue color, so I've just select that color. You can also use the more color option to apply any custom color. After that, the last step that we were supposed to do is we are going to apply page borders to our document. For this, you have to click on the design tab. Again, in the page background group, you have to click on the page border option. As you have clicked on the page border option, a dialog box appears with the name borders and shading. Now, if you have noticed a thing, there are different types of styles present here. I'm just scrolling it down. The width of your styles, color of your styles, and art as well. So it depends on you which type of style you want to add. Suppose I want to add this style, so I will select this one. Now its width is 3. If I want to make it 4 or maybe 2, I can choose from here. I can change the color as well. Maybe I want to choose a light blue shade. Then as I want to apply the borders over here, so I am going to select these options to choose the side of the borders. If you want to apply to the whole portion, okay, now if it is shown in that way, it means that you are not having any border over here. Now if I want to apply the border on a specific part, I will choose only that portion. But if you want to apply it to the whole border, so I will choose all the 4 options. Now my page is shown with the borders. After that, I can choose apply to whole document, this section or page. We can choose the type of the border over here, that we can apply to the whole document, we can apply to a specific page. So I want to apply to the whole document, so obviously I'm going to choose the whole document. Then click on OK. As soon as we have clicked on OK, so we have applied the border over here. Now what we have done, we have applied a watermark with the text, we have changed the page color, and we have applied the border as well. Now the next thing is, suppose you to add watermark as a text, you want to add watermark as a picture. So what you are supposed to do for this, You are supposed to click on watermark, then custom watermark. Then instead of using text watermark, you are supposed to click on picture watermark. Then you are supposed to select a picture. So I'm not going to insert the picture watermark over here. For this, we are going to open a new Word document. So I've opened a new Word document. Now I'm going to insert a picture watermark here. The steps are same. You have to click on the design tab. Then in the page background group, click on watermark option. Now click on custom watermark. The difference was before that we were selecting text watermark to insert watermark in the form of text. Now we want to insert picture watermark. So we will click on picture watermark. Then we have to click on select picture. As we have clicked on the select picture, it is shown over there. I want to insert picture from my computer, so I will select from a file. Now the dialog box appears in front of you. You are supposed to select a picture for a watermark. So I'm going to click on the school logo picture and then click on insert. I don't want to wash it out, so I will uncheck that option and I will use click on apply, then close. Now my picture watermark is inserted in my document. So this is the way of inserting picture watermark. Okay, now we have watched the tutorial. We know how we can insert watermark, how we can insert page color, page background, footnotes and endnotes. So our today's assignment is here. You have to solve two questions. Question number 1. What is a watermark? Why do you think lots of people add watermark to their photos? Give reasons for your answers. Question number 2. Explain why an author would prefer to use endnotes rather than footnotes when writing a historical novel. Again, page 49 can help you. And question number 3, you have to solve choose the correct options from page 63. Best of luck.